Hello, welcome to Wilson Entertainment and Games. Today we have another interesting item to have a look at, which is a Star Wars deck building game. And this one is the newer version. It's the Clone Wars edition. We're going to have a look at what you've got in this box and some about the game. Let's have a look here what we have. Okay, we'll have to open this box up here. As you can see here on the back, it does talk about how of the types of cards. There's 50 unique cards, along with 10 different locations, and then down here in the components it'll list all the different types of cards that you've got in the box. You can have a look at that. So let's see here. Got the rule book for this, and the rule book not too bad in size. You know, you got how many? Let's see. Basically, you know, if you're technically 32 pages, you count every single page. Not too bad. A lot of pictures in there. We have some tokens. These are plastic. Here's some cards here. I appear to have cards from each side. Pilot cards, the pilot deck is what this is. Here's the other basic cards here. And some of these, the basic cards there. So, let's have a look at this. Okay, so to get organized in playing this game, you have to organize the decks to the correct side and everything like that. Like the Republic starters cards, they're going to have 7 shuttles, 2 troopers, and 1 Jedi Knight. Versus the Separatist cards, they'll have 7 Separatist shuttles, 2 battle droids, 1 dark side agent. So that's what's in these decks here, along with the bases. The bases you set up, there's 10 in there, and once one side defeats 3 of those bases, game's over. That's how the game is won. These here, you have the purple ones, those are damage counters, and the yellow are resource counters. There's one white one, if you can see right here. This one is a force counter. That's something I find as I unbox this, actually. There is a balance of the force track, which shows where the force is towards the good side or the bad side. For some reason, it's not in this box, and I'll have to try to figure that out on that. But it tracks where the force is, who has more force, basically. So, basically, you start out the game, and you're going to have cards from the overall main deck here, the Galaxy deck. And they're going to be dealt across the board. You have like across the board this way, and it'll have, so you use a Galaxy of the deck cards. You have 10 of those dealt across the board. Those can be either separate side or public side. So the cards are turned so that they face that player. They're still in the same row though. Now, if the card is either one, then it's turned sideways to represent it could be either side. That's the basic setup anyway. Then you go from there, and you'll have to go through a play for that. And there's a lot of different traits on the cards to represent what they represent. I'll show you a quick sample here. As you can see, for example, the cost of the card, versus the target value. And then you have the attack, resource, force, title of the card, of course, the reward you'd get. Over here you might see how you have for the bases, their symbols to know which side they go on, target type, how many hit points they take, the ability of the card, traits, the faction symbol, all of that on there. All translates into the game and trying to defeat those bases. That's the basics anyway of what is in the box. Some cards that you do have to keep separated along with the Galaxy cards. This is a 2-player game. However, you can play with 4 players, but you would need another one of these boxes to play 4-player. Or there is a first edition of this game, which is more of a blue box versus this red one, and you can play with that one and this one to get 4 players if that's something you're interested into doing. And thank you for watching this Wilson Entertainment and Games edition. Enjoy playing.